Good morning, welcome. We are going to finish off this journal for Took. It'll just be the decorating later. I have 3 marks. I have my little spine piece that we're going to sew the signature in, and I thought we could just come and do it. So this is actually the outside of the journal that I folded over to see the marks. So it'll be like this. And then I put my pencil marks there, and then opening it because I want to get the holes in the proper spot. So I just clip one on either side, and it just keeps them in place so that I can make holes. There's not very many papers here, so it should be just fine. And I just go on the crease and make a little hole. It's almost as if my pokey tool is not very sharp, but so there we go. So there's that. So I'm going to sew it. I kind of goofed on the top hole, but nope, that doesn't work either. What's happening? What's happening? Maybe I did have it the right way. Sorry, I should have put a T for the top is what I usually do, and I didn't. All right, so I have some thread. I just did 3 lengths of the journal, and this is waxed thread. I usually pick it up from Amazon because I can't seem to find it, and I don't shop at Michael's anymore. They're far too expensive for anything that you want to buy. Even their sales don't seem like proper sales, if that makes sense. Seems like their prices should be, you know, the price of regular stuff, but it's pretty flimsy because it's just under a 1/4 inch piece of board that I cut. There we go. And so because I did it from the inside, the tie will be on the inside, and then you can leave it long to add some dangles to, which I might do, I don't know. Just pop that in there. Just like that, see? And so this will come back in through the center. And wax thread is good. If you end up going through it, it's easy enough to pull out. So I'll just set that aside. Oh, goodness. At least it didn't rip the paper. It just bent the card in behind. So that's a little too tight. All right. Because it's not heavy duty, this stuff is pretty easy to loosen. There we go. Just had it a little pulled it too tight. So I'm just going to add a bow because I'm not sure yet what I'm going to do with it. Just like that. And then there's the little spine area. See, it's skinny, but it's going to fit nicely in here. And it's 110-pound cardstock that I've used. And so that will get glued in just like that. And I'm going to use my Fabri-Tac on it, and I'm going to go right over the stitching as well, like the binding stuff down both sides, and then across it, the thread. And then if I can use a flat surface, just so I can make it straight and straight. I just make sure that this is inside the folding, and then I can just pop up the side. Oh, I just have to slide that down a little and put that up. And then I can grab just a thin little tool and rub it just to flatten the top and the bottom in, because it is wet. So you see how it sits in there nice and sturdy. I'm just checking to make sure that I don't have it upside down. Oh my goodness, I was just thinking of it. Okay, it's all good. It's fun to think about it now, right? Not. So I just need to push it down, and I can come in the center and just give it a rub. You just really want to make sure that that glue sets before you start playing around with the signature. So see how it is there? It's right at the line. I'm not sure if you can see it, but the paper is two different colors. So it's right before the spine mark there. And then this one is the same. I'm just going to push this one down just so that it makes contact with the other paper underneath. But yeah, it's quite skinny, so it will take a little bit to adhere. So there we go. So without you, all I did is I added the paper to the back here. I put these three circle embellishments on there. What else did I do? Oh, I added these two pockets with some of the scrap paper that I had. Okay, so we're going to do the cover together. And I have this page here. I did trim it so that I could still see some of the white, and I am going to use my Fabri-Tac. I have some pieces of fabric there that I had received in Happy Mail. So I'm going to just add glue. That's kind of gross. Just need a piece of something. There we go. Get rid of it. There we are. Okay, here we go. I'm going to do just the cover because it is going to be just paper. I decided not to do an extra cover. I thought this is nice and sturdy, and it'll be even sturdier when paper is on it. There we go. I just need my little card here. Just going to turn it sideways and bring it to me just a little bit. Sorry, but I want to make sure that it's straight. because I'm hoping just to wrap it around and hope that it will be straight. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, beautiful. Just a little bit of glue here, so I'm going to take it away. And you can do that while it's still wet. It gives you time to just get rid of it around the edges. There we are. Okay, so then this, just make it straight. It's going to come around. So now I'll turn it over. And then I'm just going to add the glue. Maybe I'll lift it up. Might be a little easier for myself. Add glue to the spine. It's good if you do one section at a time when you're gluing, especially if you're just using a sheet of paper. For me anyway, it's less room for error. Okay. Just like that. Even that is beautiful. And so that will come right around like that. So far, looks good. I don't have any extra paper anywhere. There we go. And then I'm just going to add down that section right there just to make sure that there's enough glue to hold it, because that's the part that's going to be opening and closing. Oh, shoot. I was thinking about putting a closure on here. I guess I'm not putting a extra closure on here now. But hey, that's all right. It doesn't really need something underneath. I mean, it's gonna pop open a little bit when it's full of ephemera and stuff, but it's not so bad. Not so bad. Okay, get that off. So I'm happy that one sheet of paper worked so nicely on there. There we go. There. Isn't that gorgeous? I just love that. It's so pretty. And then trying to find something for the cover. You remember these ruffles, these are from Carrie. She's the paper monkey. But I have a bunch of those left. And there's these little labels here. I just want to add a little extra something. Not up there. I don't know if it needs a word or it needs something. I like it actually. So I'm going to put that there. It's just a little something. And then what if I do it that way, this way? I can still stamp, a number on there, can put something on there. Let me just double check if I want it this way. You know what, I will. And then I can stamp a word on there as well. But that looks all right. I don't want anything heavy duty on the cover. So I want all the decorating to take place on the inside. Right, so here's the signature. I think it's dry now. So these are the other pages, and I have some of my blueberry dyed paper in here, and I left it whole. I just folded it so that there's writing area. But anything, you can do anything with this journal, right? And then the back with the little bits of goodness in there. And so that's it. Let's just add some pockets in here. I brought everything with me, and I had everything sitting inside here to use. So I've taken off the side pieces. My cutter decided it was going to chew the paper. I'll just cut that mess off. Right, so we can just add, or should it be on that side? Let me see. Oh, actually, I like it on that side better. So let's just do it. And I'm just carrying on using the same glue. So I hope you're all doing well. You know what? Oh my goodness, I just got right into it. And so I hope you guys are doing well. It's a new week, and we're in October, and the weather's actually pretty decent. So, all right, so I won't put anything in there till it's dry. And I think I have the other one. That's this one here. So I think this one can go right there. If the glue comes out properly. I am going to go up halfway on this one. I should have done that to the other one, but when I put a tag in there, if it seems to be, you know, falling out, then I'm going to add glue up the side of it a bit. Doesn't have to be all the way. I just don't like things falling out of pockets. Isn't that adorable? That's so cute. What else do I have? I have these pockets. And these pockets are just on copy paper, but you can back them with a book page. Matter of fact, I think I might do that with this one here. Just gonna grab one. I'm just gonna put it below that, and then I don't have to cut around it. Tom, of course, does a lot of my fussy cutting for me, so I just think that's wonderful. Sometimes I think he does a better job at it than I do, and I've told him that too. Do it at the top. There we go, just like that. It just gives it a little bit more structure. I use 24-pound copy paper, and it's from, we've actually been picking it up from Costco, but it doesn't feel like it's 24-pound. It feels a lot lighter than that, so I'm not sure. There we go. So it has a little more structure now, and I'm going to pop that right there. And remember, you can do stenciling if you don't like to see the white. You can do stenciling, and you can put stickers. You can add a cluster. I don't mind the white, because once I put in a tag or a journaling card into a pocket, then that's what I see. I don't see the rest of it. That one's kind of short. Here we go. I have to get a fit. Yep. I just have to add in the hole there, put a little topper in there or something. So there's that one. And so I just go back and forth to the pages and put stuff on. What else do I have here? This is a postcard, so that's not this is an envelope. Well, I have this. This could be a belly band. Well, maybe I like this one as a belly band. This is backed on the file folder that I did the wrong side. So, yeah, I think I'm going to make that a belly band. If I had more paper to the back, like for a writing area or stuff, it would be so thick. There we go. So I'll let that dry before I put anything in there. So that's the last page. Belly band, pocket, 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 on the outside of that one. Okay. That could be a tuck spot. I have these two put together to make booklets. Oh, I don't have this glued yet. So this is one of the postcards. That's the opposite side. If you do nonsense writing, or I know there's a name for it, but it escapes me, then you can do some writing on the back of it. Should I make it a pocket? Probably should. Oops. Gonna add glue to the bottom. Doesn't have to sit at the bottom. Sit it wherever you'd like it to be. Glue it down. It could be a nice tuck spot. And then on this side, same thing. There we go. That's nice. There we go. Pop in the tag. And then we have a little, oops, we have a little journaling card, kind of short. Oh, what do we have? Here, pop in the envelope. I'll even leave it open. So there we go. So there's that. So it's not, it doesn't take long to fill up. And I put these two really tall tags into these pockets. I still have to poke the holes, punch the holes, whatever. All right, so I have this. Remember we cut that off of the other envelope, but that'd be a nice tuck spot, and I think I'm going to add it right there. You can put it anywhere on the page, top, bottom, center, whatever you'd like. Normally I brush the glue out. I'm bringing it in just a little bit. So there we go. So then that'll be a tuck spot. It'll need something a little smaller, but there we go. Right, just something that fits in there nice. And then there's that. So it's getting a little chunky, and that's okay. So let's add some little bits here. I really like ruffles, so it'd be nice to just use some. So let's do that. I think we have time. We haven't been on here very long. Oh yes, almost half an hour. But it's okay. So I'd like it to be out just a little. So I am going to add glue. I like how things, I like to have them poking out, up, whatever, from a journal. It just gives it interest. Just like that. So come to this page. And even though there's a pocket there, you can still add something on it. It's okay to do that. So that one's up there. So I'm going to put this one here. It doesn't cover the elephant or the monkey. There we go. See how it's coming out the side? So cute. But that's within the signature itself. So I'm going to add one to the front here. And I always come back to this one. I think I've been hoarding this little piece because that's all I have left of it. And I still have one more little piece, so woohoo. This way, this way. All right. Okay, pop that one in there. I think I will cut the threads off. Most times I enjoy the threads, but there, look at that. That is cute. I wonder if I can move it up just a touch. Do I have time? I do. Yes. Good. There we go. Good. Nothing popped out of the top yet, but you know, that'll come. That's when you can just take a piece, pop it at the top of your page. Oh, let's do it. Try and get as much finished today as I can. Anyway, just a little smidge. A little bit of glue. Yep, there's that. See, it just pokes out. That's cute. I'm gonna bring it down just a little bit. There we are. And then something at the back here, something a little with a little different color. Okay. Put that one right there. Maybe I'll put the more sewn edge at the top. That looks better. And then there's that. So we have ruffles. We have, I just have to sew up those two things, but look at the gorgeousness. This is a bookmark that I just put in there. I decided to not add plain paper because I still had some sheets to use. And that's our flip out that we had created. But I will finish up and then we'll do a complete flip through of it. How does that sound? So I just put another bookmark in the back of it as well. So we did the cover, we added ruffles, we put the signature in and added elements into the signature. So there we go. And I'll just use some kind of material to close it, probably with this. This is a roll that I have from Took that I've been using, but this will probably be the closure for it. Just like that. Okay, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you've liked how this journal has progressed. And I know there's a few of you who are doing this system, so that's a lot of fun, and I just hope you'll show me everything that you do, because I just love it when you guys share. All right, so take care, God bless, and we will see you next time. Bye for now.